Friendly beings are trying to do something, and we're already in a galactic war that's happening now. Believe it or not, it's happening. But with that war, there are many different battles occurring, and we are on the brink of a new battle. This is definitely, I have no doubt about that. This is going to be another battle of the galactic war, and what people need to realize is that this planet is a war prize. It always has been. There's always been conflict for this planet, and there are many reasons which I could get into, but God, that would go on and on and on. Is there any other information that I can think of that people need to know about? Not at this time. Just know, specifically, you will find that the major countries that have warships, and I want to emphasize, these are warships, everybody. The United Kingdom, Russia, China, Japan, Germany, NATO, the UN, and the now mercenary group Z, which is more commonly known as Blackwater. There are scientific research corporations there right now under multinational contract doing heavy research on alien human DNA. Ask yourself why. Ask yourself, why was there a doctor that worked for this company that unexplainably said, the Earth, the people of the world have to be notified. It's quoted in an article that I found, and attempted suicide because she knew something, she was part of something, she had her own self-awakening, and the information she has was so great, so overwhelming, that she tried to kill herself. But did she really try to kill herself, or was this a mind-controlled, attempt to kill herself? Three of the people that I was in contact with, that I was working with, when I myself was helping orchestrate false flag events in 2008 and in the beginning of 2009, unexpectedly disappeared when they themselves became more self-aware and realized what they were doing was wrong. I have emails from certain personnel that contacted me and said that they were under house arrest in 29 Palms. Right after this, I need to say this because this shows the level of seriousness that this is at. The person that I was in contact with, Captain Scott Seidner, I will say his name because he has disappeared. The place that he lived at, which was not too far from where I was living, I went to where he was living because I lost communication. He'd given me a document that actually talks about the preparation, a document that was drafted in, I believe, in 2000 for the agenda going all the way up to 2015. A document that was never supposed to leave the hands of certain personnel. I have 22 pages of that document that I have shared with you, Kerry. I'm getting off track. This person, Scott Seidner, Captain Scott Seidner, who'd given me this information, started realizing things were wrong, up and disappeared. Where he lived, I went and talked to the manager. They would not tell me, we had no Scott Seidner living here. His phone became disconnected. The people I was in contact with were disappearing left and right. I myself became under heavy surveillance, even had an attempt on my life. Yes, that did happen last year, where on one occasion where I first thought it was an accident until I got more information that no, it was not necessarily an attempt on my life, but it was what they do a lot, which they're doing with a lot of people I'm in contact with. It was a scare tactic. They're trying to shut me up. I just got absolute confirmation, and I'd like to emphasize on that absolute confirmation because that's what I have to have before I will really say indefinite. The conference that unfortunately is having so many complications, the MKUltra Mind Control Conference. I received an anonymous tip, and then through contacts of mine saying that there was going to be an attempt on me at the conference because they know that I'm getting ready to whistleblow a project that is the absolute most secret, kept undercover project in the world, and that is Project StarGate.
Okay, so thank you very much, Aarom McCollum. And I assume that you want this video to go out as is.
Yes.
In other words, we can talk about making it only audio. We can talk about possibly putting it into just a transcript, a written transcript. if you at a later date decide to do so, but at this moment, is it your feeling that you want this to go on the internet as is?
If I am going to really come out as a credible witness, I think that's what you're really calling them now. You're not whistleblower using the term witness, or
both.
Okay, if I'm going to be an actual, because this interview is going to be followed up with the full interview of how I came to be who I am now, and my whole history of the training I got as a kid. I'm going to be blowing something wide open that you and I have talked about. If I am going to have credibility,